Oh, what's happening? I got my man in the build. Oh, welcome to No Signals. You know I get down, but I got my man fucking T Will in this. I don't know what to call you the greatest running back in what. Anyway, we gonna get into what we gonna get into. This is my brother down right here. I appreciate this interview. We're gonna get into the first video though. Let's get into the ATM quote. Another day, man. That's my man. I'm waiting on my interview quote. God damn, bro. Stop playing with me, man. Let's go, man.
I lost my pops at the age of 10. God brought him back, but then this nigga went away again. Because of crack, this nigga serving 10 in the pen. Habitual felon, what can I tell him? What do I say to him? See, he the father, I'm the son, it's like I'm raising him. He called for money, but I'm thinking, why I'm paying him? This shit is funny, cause I'm out here struggling paying bills. I don't write rhymes, but he expected me to raise a pen, to write him letters. My dog lost his brother to the world, and every time I think about it, make me wanna earl. Cause I used to watch this nigga playing in the dirt. Now niggas walking around with your face on his shirt. And I swear I couldn't watch them put you in the dirt. And you took your own life, and that's what makes it worse. I swear it hurts, I wish this nigga would've picked up a phone and called me first. And I wouldn't have to put him in his verse. See, every time the sun rise, I open my eyes, take a deep breath, and I thank God for letting me see another day. Cause everybody don't get to see another day. And every time the sun set and the moon rise, I just close my eyes and I pray to God he let me see another day. Cause everybody don't get to see another day. Hey. I'm screaming rest in peace to my brother Weezy. I'm looking up, he looking down, I know my brother see me. Remember weekends, grandma house, chilling, watching TV, eating pizza, drinking Mountain Dew, me, you and CJ. Weezy, I would do anything to bring you back. But since you gone, there is no better place you could be at. It's been so long, I lost my son a couple years ago. A couple years is not enough time for tears to go. But wait, hey, just know you'll never be replaced. Your mom saw the resemblance in your face, I didn't want to see it. Middle finger to fathers that didn't want to be it. Know I was there for anything that you ever needed. And the tears in my eyes show I'm pissed. It wasn't supposed to end like this. Just know that you forever in my heart. You always on my mind. Your footprints tatted on my wrist. Rest in peace. Every time the sun rise, I open my eyes, take a deep breath, and I thank God for letting me see another day. Cause everybody don't get to see another day. And every time the sun set and the moon rise, I just close my eyes and I pray to God he let me see another day. Cause everybody don't get to see another day. Hey. Used to say I was crazy, it don't matter what they had to say. I'm with my stylist, she making sure all my jackets straight. A couple interviews, a couple photo shoots, a couple videos, homie, that's only half a day. I stay fresh to death, but ain't talking the casket weight. This for my dogs behind the wall, the ones passed away. This why I go hard, this why it's grind season. I'm doing this for y'all, y'all are my reason. Every time the sun rise, I open my eyes, take a deep breath, and I thank God for letting me see another day. Cause everybody don't get to see another day. And every time the sun set and the moon rise, I just close my eyes and I pray to God he let me see another day. Cause everybody don't get to see another day. Hey.
Yo, No Signals, I'm back with my bro T Will, man. Bro, I'm gonna start by saying, man, I appreciate every contribution you've given to this city. And what I mean by that is that people might not understand, like, when you have the city on your back, that's a different type of responsibility. not only have you carried the city through teenage years, you carry the city now. In sports, still in your respective movement, and you've done that for a while. I watched you grow as a bro, as a man, and it's like, yo, to watch your business grow, your acclimate grow, your hustle grow, it's trophy worthy, as to say. Beast behavior, man. How did it start? I don't even like it. Matter of fact, we can't start at beast behavior. Let's start at football. Let's start at EA Laney. Let's start at. I know you want to start before EA Laney, but that
time is that.
Right. So you're a Port City baby. You understand? Grew up here. You played against the best when you was a kid. You was on one of the best Pop Warner teams. It starts at Pop Warner. We get to high school.
So, yeah, man. So, Port City, what's up? Wilmington, North Carolina, what's up? And, yo, thanks for having me, dog. My dog right here, man. My brother, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
Love you, man.
Already love you more.
So, yeah, man. It started back, the Wilmington coach. We'll start there. Not going to stay there long. Coach Toomer. Played under him for a few years, and then I transitioned to high school. JV as a freshman. I played JV football under Dan Bloodworth, Coach Tiger. From the East Side. Got to throw that out there. But yeah, man. So my mom kept me out of football my 8th grade year. We didn't have middle school football, right? Remember that? Right. At Noble, we didn't have, the whole county didn't have it. Okay. And I went to Noble. So 8th grade year, grades start slipping. Mom's like, yo, I'm not playing with you. Mom and dad was like, yo, you ain't playing this year. So I was, when I say I was hurt, I was hurt, bro. So every day I see Larry Barney, Courtney Shepard and boys in Barkley Hills walking to practice, right? Got the helmet, shoulder pads, stuff like that. I'm in the yard with my football like Little Ricky from Boys in the Hood. Throwing it up to myself, catching, you know what I mean? Doing little moves, cutting between trees, all that kind of crazy mess, man. So I did that for a whole year. I told myself, man, once I get back on the field, it's over. And so, fast forward, freshman year came at Laney High School on JV, you know what I mean? They had 9th grade football then, but me and Demetrius Ballard, man, and Katwana Jones was chubby.
Shout out to Chubb, man.
Shout out to Chubb, man. East Side all day. But us three was on varsity. On junior varsity, whatever. Under Coach Dan Bloodworth, man. So went through that thing, man. The first game that I played, ran 5 touchdowns.
With JV?
And on JV. That was the first game I played in like a year and a half. You know what I mean? And so people that knew I was good for the coach didn't know the Wilmington Coach Little League, Pop Warner. They thought it's like his career over, man. He ain't playing a year and a half. It's over. Right. So that right there kind of gave me light again. I was like, all right, so it's on. You know what I mean? It's on for him. And so one thing led to another. Walter seen, he seen that game, seen the rest of that season. Coach Gordon Walters, who was he wasn't a head coach yet for varsity, but he was like the assistant head coach. And so he was like, yo, he going to the varsity next year. You know what I mean? Which we ended up moving up. He moved me up, and Demetrius and Chubby moved us up.
So sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore year started started running back as a sophomore on varsity.
So the next year, you was starting running back.
Yeah, starting running back. Yep.
Sheesh.
And
10th grade year starting on varsity.
Starting on varsity, yo. You know what I mean? And we ran like a wing T type situation. So it's me, Carlton Johnson, and Rob Dorlis. We was the 3 starters, you know what I mean? So I'm in the backfield with some dogs, you know what I mean? Young cat. Right. And I'm young for my age already, you know what I mean? I'm like 13 years old as a sophomore, you know, before my birthday came.
Right.
And so I'm in the backfield with these dogs, you know what I mean? Like, and these dogs that I looked up to, you feel me? So junior year came, had a spectacular season, rushed about 1,800 yards, 35 touchdowns.
Your junior year?
Junior year. Went through a few injuries my senior year, but still, did over 1,000. And
that was the playoffs that year too, didn't you?
Playoffs my senior year, we lost first round against Douglasburg, and my junior year we went to the
Because I went to one of them
third round playoffs, and we lost against Douglasburg too.
Yeah, was that was at Laney?
Yeah, that was at Laney. The senior was at Douglasburg.
Yeah,
but you went to the one in Laney.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I think that's like semifinals or something like that. But we lost to them like 31-41.
It was a good fucking game.
It was a game, man.
It was a game.
They got us by a touchdown and a field goal. I think I gave them like 234, 2 or 3 touchdowns. You know, I never forget the principal from Douglasburg came down and like shook my hand. He was like, "Son, nobody ever ran on us like this ever."
Damn. He's
like, "You wanted something?" I was like, but I'm crying now because I'm mad. You know, and all I can think about is Hanover back in '91 when they lost to.
Wallace Rose Hill.
No.
That was just 96.
Yeah, they lost to Southview.
Okay, yeah.
McFadden and Twan and them, you know what I mean? And Trot and them boys, man. Kylie Pierce and all them. Yeah, they lost to Southview, and I remember them because they got cheated by the refs, you know what I mean? We're like, yo, they cheated at Leach Stadium. And everybody crying and all that, man. McFadden threw the helmet at the referee, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, but all I can think about is that when we lost against Douglasburg my junior year. But, you know, fast forward that, man, going into my senior year, Walters asked Chubby and I, Ketwana Jones and I, to come to the office, and it was 2 envelopes, and one for me and one for Chubby, and we opened them. Whatever, it was a letter from Joe Paterno,
wow,
you know, from Penn State, and that was our first scholarship. Yeah, they offered Chubby and I at the same time.
Damn.
Yeah, Penn State. So after that, I knew it was on. That's when the scholarships came rolling. They came rolling in. You know what I mean? So they going into the senior year, then I, you know, decide where I was going and all that.
Yeah, because at the time, this is during the time when Florida State was dominant. Yeah. Florida was dominant.
Yeah. Florida State, Clemson, not so much.
Not so much yet.
A big shout out to Andre.
No doubt. But we was about to get into all that. Yeah. But Clemson, not so much. At the time, Penn State was actually running back you.
They were. Kajana Carter.
Yeah.
Some other backs came, like Larry Johnson came later on.
Yeah.
I think Larry Johnson a little older than me, but
yeah, he still came later than when you were. When it was around that time.
Yeah, it's around that time. So them boys had some dogs, man.
Right.
Back out the back, but you know, to your point, they had big backs. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I knew that Penn State, they offered me, they probably knew I was good, but they're not gonna come all the way to North Carolina just to get a running back. That's not even their style of running. You know what I mean? It's a Big Ten. I was more like a scat back. You know, I could run between the tackles, but I wasn't big like them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I already knew, like, much tradition and historic Penn State has.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell the folks that you weren't going but we ended up in Wake Forest.
We ended up Wake Forest. You know what I mean? Well, you know, Carolina, they kind of like did me wrong.
Dropped the ball. I was pissed about that shit.
You know, but the thing about it, I was on their list, right? But I wasn't number 1 or 2.
Right.
It was Nick Maddox, who played in Kannapolis over there on the West.
Okay.
And Willie Parker. My dog, Willie Parker, shout out to Willie. Fast Willie. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And somebody else, and I can't remember, but Nick Maddox committed to them. And Willie Parker, I think, he committed to ECU at the time.
Right.
And what happened was when they got met, Nick, he was like, okay, we good, you know, whatever. So they kind of left me on the back burner, and then they never offered me, but they recruited me, you know what I mean? And then Willie Parker decommitted from ECU with the Carolina. Nick Maddox decommitted from Carolina with the Florida State.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, all right, it's on now.
Right.
You know, it's on now. But Wake came late. Like, Wake came late on. Wake didn't recruit me until, like, after, like, during senior year, but, like, the second to the last game of the season or something like that.
Wow.
That's when Wake came in. And I'm like, hey, where they come from?
Right.
You know, and because I was on my way to Virginia, homie.
Yeah.
Because I like them too. I like them just as much as I like Carolina. You know, I like the whole Virginia-Carolina rivalry.
Right.
Ron Curry, you know what I mean? That whole,
so it was going to be about something.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to go to, like, I want to go to Virginia. The only reason I go to Virginia is because they told me straight out. They said, look, we love you at running back, but we have like 4 or 5 running backs right now. Thomas Jones about to leave, which is one of my favorite running backs. TJ.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. And he's about to leave, but we have like 3, 4 others that's dogs. We love you at running back, but we wanna put you in like a slot wide out situation.
Oh, they bugging.
And I'm like, today I would have took that situation, but back then I'm like, I want the ball in my hands. I want to know I get the ball in my hands. I don't know who my quarterback is.
Right.
If I get the ball in my hands, I'm gonna do work with it, you know. But they was honest with me because they could have got me there and like switched my position. Nothing I could do. You know, the transfer portal wasn't big back then, and plus I would have transferred anyway. I would have made it work.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was between. It came down to like Wake, South Carolina, Virginia, and Wake got me because Coach Caldwell, Jim Caldwell, came to Mom and Dad's house.
Wow.
Personally. Yeah, when the head coach come.
Yeah,
they you know,
they committed.
They're playing the game.
Yeah,
They're like, they committed. They're like, he's talking that talk. Young man, you know, you're 17 years old. You come in. You know, he didn't tell me he was gonna play as a true. I was gonna play as a true freshman, but he told me that I was gonna play early. So in my mind, they're gonna redshirt me. Then I'll be starting sophomore year because I have a varsity. I have a senior in front of me. You know what I mean? So he told me I was gonna play early. He told me he was going to keep me at running back, and that's that, man. So, and he sold the education part to my mom and dad.
Of course. Wake Forest is.
Yeah.
I mean that. Virginia is good, but Wake Forest is Wake Forest.
Yeah. Virginia got a good education program too, and they had a good football program back then too.
Right.
But like Wake, man, like the education from there, especially even back then. Like,
and I know your pops was big on keeping you kind of close to the house.
Yeah. And if I would have went to Penn State or anywhere else like that, like 4, 5, 10, 6, 10 hours away, like I would have made it work. I don't get homesick, you know what I mean? But I did think about them. Like I wanted my parents at the game, but I also wanted them. I used to tell them to stay home sometimes, even like when I went to Wake. I want y'all to watch me on TV because it's easy to watch me at the game.
Right.
I want y'all to get the experience at the game, but watch your son on TV. You know what I mean? Right. Stay home, get some family over there, get some friends. You know, get some chicken wings and pizza and mom cook some stuff up. You know what I mean? And enjoy that because that's an experience too. So if I would have went like elsewhere,
it wouldn't have been really watching.
It would have been
because Wake games actually came on around the way.
Right. It is the best of both worlds for them because if they came to every game just about, but the ones that they couldn't make it, like away games, then they
still saw you play the ball.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a beautiful thing, man. Great days, homie.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it $1.50. So I'm in Atlanta at the time you're in college, yo. So one day, I never forget it. We up Saturday morning, and I think Florida State was like, they had to be at least number 5, 3 or something. Yeah. They were in the top 7.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I forgot who was playing, but we in Georgia land. You understand where I'm coming from? So I think they might have been throwing up flashes of y'all and shit. So they might have started off with y'all or some shit and went to the other game. But I'm telling my homie at the time, I'm like, yo, that's my homie. He about to get busy. I think, were you a freshman?
Yeah, that's probably sophomore year then.
Sophomore.
Because they, I think they won the championship. Did he win in like 99? And then sophomore year, that's when I got busy on them. And then I got back busy again on my senior year on them as well.
Nah, this was early.
Yeah, early. That's probably
that's when you had 99, 91 in the first half.
Yeah.
So we watching you cut them up. You're like, man, I ain't your homeboy. I'm like, bro. Then they said Wilmington across the bottom. I'm like, I told you, bro. I told you.
Like we talked about off camera, bro. Like when that Wilmington flashed across the screen and people would like. Back then, the phones weren't popular like that. But text, we got the roaming charges and all that.
Right.
The text come through, you know what I mean? Or they call my room phone. Yo, boy, I seen you want to come across the screen. That's what we live for, bro. That's what I did it for.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, to your point, I love the fact that you got that experience. You know what I mean?
Bro.
I don't know if you was excited as I was.
Bro, I
was been excited.
Hyped, bro. I was so hyped because at the time, Florida State was like that.
It was like that, bro.
You understand? Like, they wasn't no... And, bro, you just wasn't cooking them. You cooked them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all won the game because of you cooking them. You understand? And that was crazy to me to watch that on TV and experience that, because at that age, you know, you're so impressionable. You understand that you can achieve anything. You understand? Seeing you was like seeing that it was realistic to achieve anything.
Right.
But my pops had already had me there because he had me where he had me at.
Yeah.
You were my peer, you were my bro, you understand? Yeah. So to see, and we wasn't even tight like that at the time. We knew of each other, we was in each other's circles like that. We'll get into that later on, but yo, so to know like to see like all these pros that like are your peers and shit at the time, you know what I'm saying? What was that like? You know what I'm saying? Like
motivating. You know what I mean?
Like when you, like, because you know what, I talked to Algie, shout out to Algie Crump, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, when I got to Atlanta, I was talking to Algie, and he was talking about the difference in game. You understand? Like, what was the difference in game? Like, from being a superstar at Laney, you understand where I'm from, now you at this.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a transition, you know what I mean? You got to humble yourself. You know, I've always been like a humble dude. I hate saying, like, calling myself humble, but I never been like a jock.
Right.
I just happen to be like football. Yeah, football is something I was really good at. You know what I mean? So I didn't look down on anybody, anything like that. You know, anything like that. But I seen a lot of athletes come in who was just as good as me, or not. You know, not as good as me, or better. That come in to college and you know come to the university and they don't make it, bro, because they used to being the man. You feel me? They used to being getting the ball 35 times a game. I did too. You know what I mean? But you gotta humble yourself. You know, you can't just. You can show your grind and show that you're ready, but you can't talk about it. You know, you gotta be about it. You know, and I seen a lot of people who just talked about it, and then when they seen that the ones that was really about it, they got sent home, bro. You know, like they couldn't take it, bro. They couldn't take it. It's a mind thing. They fall off. They slack off in reps. You know, instead of skipping a line, they let people skip them in line on the reps. You know what I mean? There's already 5 running backs there. You know what I mean? You really gonna let these other 4 get in front of you? You know what I mean? Nah, bro. I'm getting fights my true freshman year, man. Like they didn't like me because I was bringing like Walters, like Gordon Walters, Laney Buccaneer, Bucktown, Killer B mentality to a winning mentality to a program that was trying to get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, and some of the guys weren't used to it. Like it was upperclassmen too. You know, like we had some scrapples, man. You know, verbal scrapples, a couple of scrapples on the field. There wasn't no punches like that, but it was like more like helmet. You know,
helmet grabbing.
Yeah, helmet grabbing.
But you was up there with RD. Was up there with you, right?
RD came a year after me.
Okay.
And then Corey Stoops came a year after him.
Okay. So it got more comfortable.
Yeah, it got more comfortable like the next month or so. Like it was just like when I first got there, like going through the whole like the fall season, right? Fall season of the 1999. Yeah, that's when I got there, and it was just, you know, I wasn't playing around, yo. Like Gordon Walters told me. Coach Gordon Walters told me, he's like, look, man, you gonna have to go up there and show who you are, yo. Right. And when he told me that, I said, all right, you know. So I'm telling the upperclassmen, like, yo, man, like y'all can't touch me, bro. Like I work, yo. I work for real. What y'all doing? You know, they had some dogs too. A couple of them, you know, went to the league and all that, but it was some that tried to like, you know, you ain't gonna make it. You too small, or you too, you know, you need to move the defense. Man, you crazy?
Right.
Crazy boy, I run this ball, boy. I run this ball, boy. That's
and
what I
then
was
you
born
still have some Port City, and you have some out east, and you're like, bro.
I got that mic. I got that mic in me, boy. That Port City,
bro.
Boy, like
you got to tell me I can't do it. You got to show me I can't do it, because I'm gonna show you I can do it.
Don't play. You know how we are, bro. Like you know, we stubborn when it comes to that, man. Don't tell us that even playing pickup basketball or sandlot. You know, like we don't play with Port City boys, man. Wellington boys. I'm telling you.
All right,
play that especially. Man, I got an East in me too, so don't play with me, man.
That's cool shit. Well, look, we about to get into another video. You told me you ain't hit a video with homie who had. So
and my mind bad too. So anything in my prefrontal cortex, homie.
So we're gonna get into this next video. We'll be right back. Down No Signals TV. This is the General 1111. Y'all already
check them out.
Doing a thing with that Colin brand. There's gonna be some things on the uprise. He's from the same city I'm from.
and I used to train him as well. So, and he still look at me as big bro and as a mentor. And I look up to him too. You know, although he's younger, you know, I'm proud of him. And it's gonna be one day when his thing blow up even more, and I'm going to be asking him the questions he was asking me. You know.
The General.
Back row.
Hey, you know I'ma touch on a lot of shit on this one right here. You know it's well off till it's well off. They like the General fell off. I'm like I'm back my bag, you know it costs to be the boss. Straight out of Port City, 910, that's who raised me. But I'm stuck in different time zone, feel like old school 80s baby. I'm like crack going crazy, but I ain't even reached the top. I got dudes talking down on me and we don't need to talk. Crazy part about it, we came up from the start, but I knew I was different, only hungry with a heart. I came a long way from dealing stuff and shit up in the ceiling. Shorty say I'm nonchalant, get up out your feelings, I'm on a different road. Road of riches is on gold, but I won't be in the now, and I can't let them sow my soul, I'm just a different breed. I'm in another league, these niggas copping plea, and they praying on my downfall for me to leave. Shit get crazy for the ounce, loyalty over everything, if not you gotta bounce. See the difference with me, I know the real from fake. See a rat gon' betray you and eat up in your face, and a snake gon' stick beside you till you win the race. Until he shed his skin, then that envies take place. Shit get real like it's cold December. I remember when I ain't even have a plate for dinner. Now I pull off in that Benz coming from the dealer, screaming money ain't a thing, now who keep it realer? Now facts, now they speaking all two ways on how to make money. You could give a nigga vice and he look at you funny, but I strategize a plan, I ain't going like no dummy. They just wanna hand out some bands, now let's keep it 100. Now for real, this shit getting out of control. They know I'm chasing my goals, so I ain't got time to get my lights up by hoes. I'm on the road run, I get a chase for that money. Adrenaline keep rushing, comma keep coming. I spit my soul in the booth, so they know I'm the truth. Hey, catch rules be the label, I gotta stand the loop. Name a nigga in the city, better me, I need proof. And if they sending shots, just know I ride bulletproof. And the realest than the spark. Barely get dysfunction, but I don't take it to the heart. I'm only 23 and I'm living like a boss. Thank the Lord for all my blessings, yeah, they came with a cost. I balance good with the bad and let the greatness begin. I'm losing friends on the daily, yeah, they hate to see me win. Foundation looking solid, Lord, forgive me for my sins. Cause I done came a long way from rags to riches to men. I chose to grow from the very start. I used to wake up mad with a heavy heart, but I opened up my eyes, see the light from dark. Just to show you that I'm him, I did it with black art. Real shit.
See that No Signals TV, man. I'm back on my man T Will, man. Down, yo, that was dope, man. Like I said, a lot of people appreciate you, man. Like a lot of people, you understand, you're able to stand in a unique place. So second stanza, we usually go into the harder questions and shit.
That's cool.
Yo, what? I guess we could go ahead and tell the story of like we was cool, but we saw each other and we passed each other, you know what I'm saying? We might compliment each other on sneakers.
Yeah.
You understand? We ran through different circles. Didn't mean we was enemies or anything. We just wasn't, you know what I'm saying, brothers. I remember coming home from college, man, and I remember, you know, the first time you got hurt, you know what I'm saying? We blew it off. But back then, ACL injuries were bigger than what they are now. Now is able to rehab. You know, after the second one, I was kind of, I knew it was a real bad thing. That was like one of the first times I came in your crib and shit, man. And I remember you laying there on the couch and shit, and we had conversations. And it was like, in that moment, I realized like all the accolades that you got and shit, you understand? I understood what it felt like to have everybody, you know what I'm saying, kind of around you and depending on you, because my pops was there. So I was DJing early, you understand, and I got that moment to say like, damn, you know what I'm saying, homie needs somebody to just be a friend at the moment, you understand? Like yo, what was that transition like when like getting hurt, rehabbing, and then, you know what I'm saying, in the back of your mind still thinking you might can still do it?
Yeah, you know, good question, man. You know, because everything that I'm gonna say obviously is gonna be in retrospect, but it was a tough time for me, dog. It was really, really dark. Really, really dark. I didn't know it was dark at the time. Everybody, you know, I don't throw that D word around. I'm careful when I throw the D word around, depression, right?
Absolutely.
Because, you know, back then I didn't get therapy then. You know what I mean? I don't get therapy now, but back then I didn't even know what therapy was, right?
Right.
But I needed it back then. You know what I mean? Knowing, like in retrospect, knowing what I was going through at that time, it wasn't no suicidal, you know, nothing like that, man. But it was one of my lowest points ever. You know, you got to think. We grew up studying Jordan. You know what I mean? You have commercials with Jordan in the background, Boys Club and all that, man. Like, you know, like Jordan was he was the. I don't like to say like God does, but he was like he was Air Jordan, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he's from Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Although there's an age gap between us, we was watching him like it was our big brother. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Live. So I'm saying that to say this. Everything Jordan did on the basketball court, my goal was to do that on the football field. Everything Jordan did outside of basketball for the community, coming back, giving Laney Jordans, yada, yada, yada. I wanted to exceed that. I wanted to, like, I was more so worried about going to the league to, like, come back to Wilmington to throw cookouts, set up foundations, charity events, yada, yada, yada. Just to do well for my people. I wanted to make it for my people. So every time I ran that ball, I didn't just run it because I loved it. I ran it because I wanted to get somewhere so people back home would see that I got somewhere and I'm just like you guys. The only difference is I made it here, but I'm the same person. I want to come back home and people say, you know, yeah, this dude, he didn't change. You know what I mean? You know, I was going to do some dumb stuff like buying cars for my dogs and all that kind of stuff too, you know what I mean? So guys, like, the hell with that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take you another direction, you know. So to make a long story short, man, it was tough, man. I had a lot of people relying on me, and some that didn't tell me they was relying on me, but it was like they wanted me to get there just for the financial thing, you know, or wanted me to get there and say they know somebody in the league, you know. But I also I felt the negative side of it. I felt like a lot of people was happy too. That's what hurt the worst, because some people that I thought loved me, and you know what, they probably did love me and probably do love me, but it's the fact that some people don't want you to exceed their situation, you know what I mean? So I want you to be rich, but I just don't want you to be richer than me, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. And it's hard for people to get out of that. That's not necessarily a jealousy thing. It's a human thing. It's like, I love you, but if you get hurt, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to feel the pain, but I want you to create it in here so you won't get this right here. You know what I mean? Because if you get this right here, you can buy your mom a house, your mom and dad gonna be straight, your grandma gonna be straight, you know what I mean? Your brother gonna be straight. So there's a lot of people that's praying for my downfall, bro.
That's
Biggie, man.
And you know what? To me, I never looked at it like that. I always was like, I don't know. I just knew that at that time, man, it was more than you losing some shit. You understand? Yeah. And to me, I was like, man, yo, that's a person outside of football player.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
That's a man. That's a homie. You understand? Yeah. And to me, I was like, because I seen that hero in you, I wasn't about to let others' expectations, you know what I'm saying? If you can get some positive shit from one person. Yeah.
And, you know, but you different from the people that I was explaining about, you know what I mean? Like, you always, like when you came to my house that day, my mom and dad's house, and I'm laid up, you know what I mean? You were saying, yo, bro, it's gonna be all right. I knew you was a solid one then, right? So I appreciated that, but when I heard that, I was like, it kind of went through one ear out the other. In retrospect, But it didn't resonate with me until later on in life. You know what I mean? Like when I start understanding like why God put me here instead of there, and you know, because I wasn't even listening to God back then. Like God was like, look, man, you gotta sit down. You moving too fast. Like you know, you're a good dude, but at the same time, you doing too much. You know what I mean? And you wanting too much. Like I don't want to put you in the lead because of this. I want to put you in the lead because of that. But you trying to go over here. Why you trying to, why you want to buy cars for your homeboys? Why you want to, just do things for your community? You're bigger than that. Why, do something for the nation. Do something for the world. You know what I mean? Not just your city. You know what I mean? You can start there, but your mind focusing on that right there. Why you gotta open up? But I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna take you over here so you can think about this for like 10 years and sit on that for 10 years and marinate it. You know. So I had 10 years where I just sat down, bounced around from job to job, not knowing what I wanted to do. You know, people say, you going back to coaching? I ain't coaching. Like, I don't want to coach. Like, I want to stay away from football because I'm too close to like where I ended my career. You know what I mean? I don't want to touch that because I feel like I'm still good enough to play, but I know my days are over. You know, so I don't want to touch football. So I don't know what I want to do. Wanted to get in the film thing, you know, and like film industry, short independent films, write screenplays, yada yada yada. But football kept popping up. You know, I'm like, damn, yo, like my football keep popping up. Yo, I don't want to coach. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And that's when I was sitting in the barbershop one day, like 2014, something like that. Turtle, Central Emerson, just cut it. But, at that time it was Barfield's barbershop. So it was on H Street. And he was like, yo, dog, you ever thought about like coaching? I'm like, dog, I ain't coaching, man. He's like, well, how about this, man? Can you take my son Randall to the field? Like, just show him some things. He's a senior coming up at Hoggard. He's a dog. Just, you know, go out there and just like motivate him because you're real pivotal to this community, man, and he'll listen to you. I said, yeah. I said, bro, you know I do that, big bro. Took him out there, did some little stupid footwork drills. Not stupid, but like some elementary footwork drills. You know, he was even knocking over cones and stuff. Like he was catching the ball and like footwork was nice, but I wasn't really like, if you look at my trainings now, how strategic it is, it wasn't that then. It was like just out there doing stuff, just to make sure, like we grinding, right? I recorded on Instagram. That's when Instagram and Facebook was already popping, but Instagram was just coming along. So I put that on there. People was like, the community was like, oh, you training now? You coaching now? Da, da, da. So nah, man, I'm out here helping my boy, man. But out there, I realized that I loved it. I said, dang, I love this, yo. So it kind of like a snowball effect. One thing led to another. More people start coming to me. You know, more parents start calling me about their sons and daughters. And hey, can you work with my son? Can you work with my daughter? Can you know? I'm like, hey, it got overwhelming. So like first three to 4 years, I didn't even charge anything.
Wow.
You know, I loved it so much. I just let people. I used to call people like, hey man, you want to train? You want to train? Like call athletes like, meet me at the park. You know, how much it costs? Nah, you know, don't worry about it. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I might make this a business. Right. You know, and then I used to hashtag beast behavior. That's where that came from. So every time I train someone, I put it on video on a social media platform. Hashtag beast behavior. I don't know where I got it from. Maybe it's a spin off of Marshawn Lynch, calling him the beast mode and all that. I don't know. The word beast was real popular back then. I just put behavior behind it because it sound good, but everybody loved it more than I did, you know. So even my close friends start referring to me as beast behavior. I didn't like it, so I thought it sounded corny, but I'm like, hey, people really like beast behavior, yo. So I told John Sidbury. But actually, he came to me first. He was like, yo, boy, you got some of that beast behavior. Come to my house. Went to his house. He had a little design up on the screen. Yo, man, I just started my manufacturing company, man. Like, you know, I'm printing shirts and stuff, man. Yo, let's put this on the shirt. Yo, John, what's up, baby? What's up, big bro? So he was like, let's put these on shirts. And then you can put Train with T under there to promote your training business. And it wasn't even a business yet. It was just, just promote Train with T. Like, I was trying to build clientele. And he was like, I was like, yeah, let's do that. Yo, we put joints on hoodies, bro. And they sold like wildfire. Wow. So I told John, I said, yo, take Train with T off of there. Like, I want to separate. I want it to be two different entities. I want the training portion to be different from the apparel. Like, this thing moving like an Under Armour type situation, like apparel. Right. So he's like, yeah, let's do that. Took the training tee off, sold like wildfire. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And one thing led to another, man. So yeah,
that's where we at now.
That's where we at now. But the running back club, that was a spin off the whole beast behavior theme, because I'm a trainer. I'm a former running back.
Right.
Running back veteran.
Good shit.
But I still had, although I was doing that and I loved it, I still had passion for running that football.
Right.
And I didn't fulfill. Like, I wanted to fulfill that dream that I had. I can't go to the league anymore. So what can I create to make me feel like I went to the league and make me feel like that forever? So that's when I created the running back club, a club specifically for running backs. If you're active or not active, a veteran like myself, if you're a coach, running back coach, or a fan, running back fan, you're part of this club. So let's create apparel, like a members only jacket that you can wear, the running back club, and we'll sell them. You see what I'm saying? So now you're part of this club. Now
I gotta get one. Look, I saw the Carolina Blue joint. I was like, yo, that shit. But then I was like, yo, he ain't did no Hanover yet. Why ain't seen no orange and black? Like,
and those coming.
You get the orange and black, I need orange and black.
Yeah, the orange and black come at, with the club. I'm not biased, so it's like,
I know you ain't. Hey, look, bro,
yeah.
Because look, I seen you train any and everybody, bro, and it's real cool to see you training like our kids, basically, in a way. You understand? And like to see you giving back to the next generation in the way that you have been, man. It's like a big thing. Like, but before we even get into all of that, I wanted to ask you another question, and it's kind of on another difficult subject. Only because I know you personally and I saw you go through this, and it's like I would see you put messages up and they would be genuinely who you are, but I could tell you were genuinely hurt, like right around the Facebook era, right around the pro Donald Trump time. You understand? And it was almost like I known you to love everybody equally. You understand? Yeah. Especially because you were a football player.
Yeah.
But to see you have to battle, especially some of the people that you went to battle, that you played football with, that were on your team, you to have to battle and explain your point. How did that feel, man? And like,
that was a really dark time, bro. That was dark. I'm not gonna say it front, man. Because you know me, man. I get along with everybody, and mostly everybody get along with me. You know what I mean? I'm a people's person. I love people, man. No matter what color you are, no matter race, ethnicity, nationality, doesn't matter. Culture, doesn't matter, man. Like, I like to learn other people's culture. You know what I mean? But fair is fair. You know what I mean? And a lot of things that I was seeing on social media was coming from some of the guys that actually, some of the people that said they loved me before. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I know you love me,
right?
A young black male. But the people you're talking about are my cousins and my uncles and my aunts, which ultimately you're talking about me. You just happen to love me because you know me, and we, we played together and played sports together and like did this and did that. And so you know me personally. You don't know them personally. If you knew them personally, you would think of them like you think of me. But I have to fight for them because you're not coming off right. You know what I mean? Like I understand you pro this and pro that, but at the same time, fair is fair, and I'm a fair dude. If somebody's being fair one day or not being fair one day, then the next day they're being fair, then I'm going to give them the credit of being fair. But if they're wrong and you supporting that, then I have to say something about it. If you say you love me. Now, if you didn't love me, then it's like we have no ties, whatever. Like, you take that. I can't control. I'm not God. I can't control everything. But if I could, if it's a tangible situation, and you're talking like this, and you talk about my family and my ancestors, and I'm not taking that.
And see, and then I don't want to play it like on some making you talking about some political shit. It wasn't even that. It was that you're a passionate person, and I saw you really kind of expressing yourself. You understand in a way that that a lot of people that did, if they didn't know you, it was kind of unexpected.
I got you. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see
You
where you're going with it now.
Right.
Yeah, it caught a lot of people off guard because I'm not the one to go on Facebook just saying stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when I looking back on it, like I kind of surprised myself by even like, you know, initiating that. You know, that's like Big Mike. You know, Major. He one of the ones. Shout out to my bro. You know what I mean? But he's one of the ones like he gonna boom. Right. He gonna go ahead. Yo, you ain't gonna say that. Blah blah blah. He gonna speak his mind right then and there on that platform. I'm a little more tedious. I was like, you know, let me marinate on this a little bit.
Right.
But man, I was so affected by a lot of things that, you know, during that time, I had to. It was calculated still, but at the same time, I had to let people know that, you know, who I was. Just because I trained little Bobby over here or whatever the case would be, just because just because I can go here and go there and go here and go here, all of my community, Landfall, Creekwood, Berkeley Hills, East Wilmington,
and I knew it put you in a situation where like, yo,
it had people,
you got me, you know what I'm saying?
It had people thinking like, yo, where's he going with this? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It was awkward. It was awkward for some people to read what I was saying. You know what I mean?
My thing was I wanted you to at least be able to express that. You understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I knew you had a stance on that. And it's not, and you know what I'm saying, as a black man, first, you did all come
absolutely.
I respected your opinion and your strength at that time to even say anything.
Yeah, because I could have lost a whole lot of business right there. You know what I mean? But it wasn't about that. And that was my point. Like, I don't care about the business part, like, when it comes to this right here. Like, the business is going to be okay. God will take care of that, you know, but this is my stance on this point blank period. You're not going to say this and expect me not to, you know, fight for the innocent or fight for this situation. You know what I mean? Point blank period. You know, that's not who I am. You know, I'm very reserved when it comes to situations and, you know, kind of laid back, but there's just certain things you know, you cross the line, it's on, you know. Yeah. You cross the line, that's for anything and anybody, you know, but it's going to be calculated. I'm not the one to like, I don't like confrontation, you know. And that's why I came off awkward, because that was like a...
It didn't come off awkward. Yeah. It was very calculated.
No, not to you, but I'm saying... Right. Like, when you were reading, you was like, yo, bro, you know, your bro on or something.
Right, he was tired. He got tired of that shit.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I said. Bro
got
like, tired of that shit.
Yeah, man. But
like, it would have been one thing if it would have... Maybe one person said it. So after 2 or 3 or 4, and you're like, all right, I know y'all personally, like y'all going a little far.
Yeah.
And I had that same conundrum, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like where I was at, and I was seeing homeboys. I'm like, yo, bro, I remember protecting you in school to keep these boys off your neck. Yeah. Pause, you did where I'm from, but why you feel like that now behind this computer screen? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't dare have that stance when we was...
Absolutely.
Bro, you used to eat lunch with me. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So right. I'm glad you was able to, you know what I'm saying? I know you would have been able to say that in any other, you know what I'm saying, any other way. I was just...
Yeah. Nah, that's a good question.
You ever go into politics?
Nah, you know what? But it crossed my mind, like, no, I'm saying.
We're going into the next video.
Nah, you know why? Because I can see you going into politics before I do. Like, you really... You really in it, bro. Like, you're on it. I say that much. Not in it, but you're on it. You don't think they do?
I know they do, but like they gonna paint me into that picture. You know,
I just feel like once you get into politics, your mind, your heart is somewhere, and your heart is in the right place, but your to get to where you got to get to, you got to go through the storm, and that storm is ugly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's ugly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
And like, my thing is with me, I know that the power. Like, yeah, of course, I would be vital to, you know what I'm saying, move things forward. I just think that I would be behind somebody like hard-bodied and moving forward. You understand? Like, I don't know if it would necessarily be me. I think I've done enough ugly in a way to be hard.
I wouldn't. Right. But you know what? I wouldn't get it. Like, I don't want to get into coaching. You know what I mean? Like, for like the same reason. Like, I don't want to have people to have to pick me over somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, pick side. Like, I'm not. I like doing what I do on the back end. You know what I mean? Like, you know, fix these young athletes up, send them to their coaches. Like, I control my own destiny. I can fire myself. You know what I mean? Nobody have to fire me.
You know, I got another hard question before you. And only because I know you see it more than other people have seen it. I've had cousins who've been really good in these high school sports around here.
Yeah.
And other young kids, and they find themselves victims of the street. They don't get the necessary support to get them to that next step.
Yeah.
Do you feel like some of the schools kind of use these kids?
Yeah, absolutely. You have
Just locally.
Yeah. Look, coaches are like cops. Cops are like preachers. You can have good ones, you can have bad ones. I don't like to say good and bad. They're humans, right? So every once in a while they're gonna do something that's not agreeable to our morals, right? So I'm gonna put this in. Let me take you back to where I'm trying to get to. So, a coach. Some coaches are in it just for the paycheck. Is he wrong for that? Because he has to feed his family? Absolutely not. But the irresponsibility comes into play at you have a kid over here. You know, let's just say he lived in the bottom, right? Awesome, good kid. Grades not up to par, you know, but he's smart enough for the grades to be up to par. He just don't have the resources to get the right tutor, and nobody's telling him that he could get a tutor. Like, he don't even know what a tutor is because nobody explained it to him, right? As that coach, he should get, like, the tutor should matter more than the football field, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna get you a tutor, not just because I want you to play for my team, but you have potential to get you to the next level. We could get you in college, man, you know, and change your whole situation, possibly get you in the NFL, but you're not going anywhere without a tutor because you, in math, you're not, you know, you got a coach telling you that.
Right.
But just that one little piece, right, that can help this kid understand I have to have a tutor to get these grades up to get a potential shot at at playing college football.
Right.
And a potential shot to get my degree and go to the league.
Right.
If God put me there. But that coach worried about the paycheck, you know. He had no trouble at home, you know, marital problems or whatever. All he worried about is getting that money, paying child support. But, like, that's what he's thinking about. He's not thinking about everything else.
This as a coach.
This as a coach, right? This is just a scenario, right?
Right.
Hypothetically speaking. Now, then you have a coach, Coach Gordon Walters at Laney. He'll sacrifice everything. Back then, you know, he was younger and stuff like that. He'll sacrifice everything. You know, he'd stand at the field house to 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, watching film, watching Chubby film, watching my film, seeing what Joe Paterno liked, seeing what Bobby Bowden would like, seeing what it's your boy Carolina.
Oh shit!
Dang, my mind going.
Not Davis.
I can't even think right now.
I know what you're talking about. The guy they got now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, I can't even think.
He left and came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, I can't even think right now, boy. My
right.
mind going bad. But anyway, seeing what Jim Caldwell like, you know what I mean? Like, he watching that he losing sleep, blood pressure high, all because he's worried about us getting, you know, to the next level. You know, some of these guys, some of these kids have dysfunctional households, one parent households, and the mom not there because she working. You know, you sleep at home, mommy come home, but she working to help you. You know, some kids are going through that situation, but the coach don't care. But Gordon Walters did. You know, Gordon Walters going to East Wilmington Heights through the height of, like, East Wilmington was no joke. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, got a white man coming there. You know, like, what this white man doing in my neighborhood, man? You know, knocking on Chubby door, boom, boom, boom. Yo, Chubby, it's time to practice, man. What, you late? You know, like, that's the kind of coaches you need all across the board, you know. And is that possible? I don't know. But that's who you need, man, you know, because some of these kids just don't have the guidance, man. And a coach can grasp your attention just like that because they coach something that you love. You love the game of football, basketball, baseball, you know. And
I heard somebody say when they coach, they always coach. They ain't never
like, you know, you're always on it, bro. You always, like, to this day, Coach Gordon Walters, he sent me some encouraging words, like, yo, he called me 12. Hey, 12, man, you the man, da-da-da, this, that, and third, yada, yada, keep going. Yo, he been out of football for years, but he's sending me messages for life. You know what I mean? That's where I get the inspiration to help these kids, man, you know? So what you see out of me, bro, like, when I'm out there training the kids, they know it's more than a training session, but when I'm in it, it's just like I'm in it. I'm not doing it just to show people that I'm doing it. It just come off natural. You know what I mean? And it feels good. You know, it feels like church, bro. Like the right church, though. You know what I mean? Not a crooked church.
good,
you see what I'm saying?
Yo.
Yeah.
Look, we about to get into this next video, man. We're gonna come back and wrap it up, man. I kept you long enough, bro. You my bro, so our conversation, and this is shit that I wanted to ask you that people might know, but people might not know. You know what I'm saying? They might know T Will. You know what I'm saying? But yo, you human first. You dig on human first, and I wanted people to know that, man. And that's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? With no signals, man. Like my friends, my personal friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to make them human, man.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Only because I think they're great people. You dig where I'm from, so that'd be my whole thing. But anywho, we're going to get into this Clippers If I Rule the World joint. We'll be back in a minute. No,
yes, sir.
TV.
Imagine waking up to the news, your brother is dead. Then you hit the block and your man got snatched by the feds. Your main thing cheating on you for dues with bread. The friends who say they loyal got a bullet waiting for you. Imagine what it's like trying to live a positive life. All you seeing is negative in your residence. Best friends don't even acknowledge your grind. They always say that they support, but they don't never spend a dime. They'll go to the strip club and put it in tip cups. For girls they don't know it, they tits up. That's real shit. I think the world is fucked up from social media shit. We know all the social media chicks. What happened to the encyclopedia chicks with their college degree instead of giving college for free? On their knees for a man who don't love her like he supposed to. He just wanna give her the hook. He like post moves. He a fiend for the dope game. He got dope blues. Let her Phil Jacksons and buy her coat shoes. And now she thinking that she wifey. But wifey don't know she another hoe of a man who ain't never love her in the first place. He just stole game like first take. I see so many little girls looking for a leader, but we teach them how to be a Mimi Foss and not a Leah. Shout out to Tamara Younger, sister from another mister, and all of my black queens who got dreams. And to my kings, look, it's time to support, cause I'm tired of all the single ladies up in the court for some child support. Come and get your child support. Show them how to ride a bike or participate in sports. It's time for the fathers to play their role, cause if you plant the seeds, you need to watch them grow. Power to the people, I be screaming it. Yeah, power to the people, I believe in it. But power ain't meant to control, it's meant to be spread. This is nothing but soul food, it's meant to be fed. Peace. I say peace. And power to the people.
Alright, we are back. No Signals TV. I got my man T Will. Hey, y'all, appreciate your time, man. I had a real question for you. Okay. So now, fast forward. All this work you did with Alex Highsmith. Are you like to see him get there? What did that mean to you? Cause I know you caught homie early. As far as training with him.
Yeah. Alex, man, he was going anyway, but the fact that he trusted me with his journey, you know what I mean, and still trusts me with his journey, you know what I mean, it just means a lot to me, man. Being two young black males from Wilmington, North Carolina, you know what I mean, he could go any direction, and he trusted in, somebody that's from here. And he, like, it's not like a gimmick. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna just train with T because he's from here. It's more like he believed in me being that dog of a trainer. You know what I mean? Right. And I believe in him. And if I didn't, I'll let him know. If he didn't believe in me, he'll let me know.
Right. And I seen you put in work with bro. Like that's why I'm saying that. It wasn't like like that was like you went and got him after he got there, when he was about to get there. You caught homie before he even went to college, though.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Was it before he went to college?
That was after.
It was after. Okay,
it was after, but it was a transition before him going
actually
to
going to college. Yeah.
Oh, not before going to the NFL.
Okay, well, actually, oh wow.
Yeah, but
I thought you were dealing with him before then.
Nah, we met. Matter of fact, ironically, we met through Turtle again. Hey,
I'm gonna have Turtle.
Yo, Wax.
Yo, Turtle got to come talk to me, man.
You got to holler at my dog, man.
Turtle with the Hanover, man. You already know.
Yeah. He graduated from Laney though, so but it's all
blasphemy.
And he got busy senior year in football.
Definitely.
But so Turtle actually, he was like, yo, man, Alex came through, the other day. I think Alex was still in school then, or like senior or something like that. But anyway, he was like, Alex came through, man. He good dude, man. Y'all need to connect. I said, all right, yeah, we will. And we ended up bumping into each other like a couple of weeks later at the barbershop. He was in Turtle Share and exchanged numbers. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna call you, man. And in my mind, I'm like, when somebody said he gonna call me, I'm like, all right, I believe when I see it. If you don't, you don't. You do, man. Call me. He's like, yo, man, I want to get some work. He's like, I like your work. Let's get it.
Wow.
So ever since then, man, every time he come home, we get on it. I actually went to his house. I went to the NFL draft prep outside of Pittsburgh. He obviously lived outside of Pittsburgh, and he invited me over, cooked for me, him and his wife. You know what I mean? And then we went out to eat a couple of weekends as well. Real good dude, laid back. Love you, dog. Love you. Hey, 5'6", love you, dog.
That's cool shit.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully you can see his joint one day, man. That's cool shit, man. So let's get into that NFL. So now we transitioning into you. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talked to him, he like, bro, I'm about to go. I'm like, damn, T. Yeah, I kept you on the rebound, bro.
Yeah.
Talk about that experience, man. What that mean to you?
It was amazing, bro. Definitely a chess move. An amazing experience. I got a phone call from the guys, up there in Pittsburgh, and they've been running it for a while. Terry Grossetti's his name. Grossetti's Performance is his facility and his company, whatever. And so he's been doing NFL draft prep for like 10 years, maybe a little longer. And so he worked like the strength and speed part of it. And he was looking for like a running back specific trainer or whatever, like skills specific trainer or whatever. So, went up there and handled that business, and connected with the guys. And it's funny because when I got up there, it's more than one position up there. You got all different positions from defense, offense, running backs, quarterbacks, receivers, yada, yada. But it's probably like 35 of those guys up there, 35, close to 40, something like that. And they start gravitating towards me. Like and I felt good about that because I'm like, I don't even know these dudes, man. But the next couple of hours after the training session, I had like the DBs coming to me saying, yo, man, like, you train DBs too? I'm like, running back, yo, you do your thing over there, homie. Right. They start following me on Instagram. But like when a kid like that age start following you and stuff, like just like that mean you did something or you inspired them some way. And like they start tagging me and like put me in the stories like, yo, man, follow this dude, he a dog, yada yada, good dude. Like they talking to me like I'm the youngster, you know what I mean? Like talking about me like I'm the youngster. I'm like, yo, man. That's when I realized, like, man, it feels good to touch lives of young men, bro. You know what I mean? Or young people, period. And like Ellis Merriweather was one of the running backs that was up there. He's from the University of Massachusetts. He lived in GA, Atlanta. Mm-hmm. He's from there. And ironically, his mom from South Central.
Damn.
Yeah, so, he got the best of both worlds. I don't know if he's from the Bluff in Atlanta, but he's from, he's from ATL, so he got best of both worlds or whatever. But anyway, he came up last week to train with me.
Wow.
And for 3 days, drove up to Wilmington, North Carolina, just to train with me, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Shit. And then he drove back to Atlanta. Then he got a workout on Friday with the Falcons. So hopefully that go well, man.
Great good shit, man. Yeah, so now you working like you're doing exclusive camps for, you know what I'm saying, like exclusive talent around here.
Yeah.
Like, where do you see the next generation of athletes around here going? You see another pro, somebody, you participate in any more pros coming out of Wilmington?
Well, the thing about it is, like, me going to NFL draft prep, I seen what it takes to be a potential pro. Like, it's more like the game has changed, man. It's not like everybody's good now.
Right.
So what can you do to separate yourself from the next person that's really, really, really good?
Right.
You know, for example, I was really, really good in high school.
Right.
But then you're gonna have somebody else really, really, really good at Hanover.
Right.
You know, and really, really good at Hoggard. But what's gonna separate you from them? You know, y'all the same talent. What are you gonna do to get you to the next level, to get the scouts on you? Because you have to go to college first. You can't go to the NFL without going to college first. You know what I mean? So what are you gonna do to get scouts' eyes on you? You know what I mean? You're gonna wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, get that extra workout in. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. You're gonna, you know, do extra reps after practice. You're gonna find you a trainer, you know, such as myself, you know, Sad Baker, you know, like you're gonna find one of us and get that extra work in, even though you have to pay for this, pay for their time and service. Are you willing to do that to get better, to get scouts' eyes on you? You know what I mean? Like it's just it's a new ball game now, man. It's a new ball game. You know,
that extra step is more now.
The extra step is more. You can't just be good no more. Everybody's good, and the thing about it is everybody. There was a lot of good people back then. It just wasn't no social media.
Right.
Like everybody we see everybody. Like there was a kid named Little Mikey who played basketball.
Right.
Like we wouldn't know him. Like we didn't know him, but we wouldn't know him.
On social media. If he would have been on ESPN, we didn't learn about LeBron until ESPN the magazine.
Exactly. LeBron's perfect.
Right. You know? We knew he was dope, but we didn't know he played football until that magazine came out.
Exactly. We didn't even know. You know.
So yo, I had you long enough. Yo, send your shout outs. Where can people get what like? I wanted to get into the services you offer, but it's kind of self-explanatory. If not, yo, where can they find you at, and what can they get?
All right, but you can check my websites out. I have 2 different websites: therunningbackclub.com and also beastbehavior.com. And on those websites, you can book trainings. You could book. You can purchase apparel as well. You know, we got this hat right here. You know what I mean? The Running Back Club, but it's the Running Back Club veteran, you know, so, and other apparel as well. I have a lot of social media handles, man. So at T_Will_Train, that's my main page. And at the Running Back Club, that's my Instagram account as well. And at Beast Behavior Club. You know, so on Instagram as well. So go check that out, man. And Facebook as well. So yeah, man. So man, No Signals TV, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo,
that's good
man,
shit,
you got
man.
something beautiful going here, bro. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. You definitely an inspiration, man. Hey, man. Anything I can do to help, you know, I'm down, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry it took about 7 years to get here, dog.
No, it did, man. Hey, look, in retrospect, I only been doing it a few months, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
And it's been a blessing, man, for real.
And you're doing good, man. Everything's looking good, man. You have having a tight cast on this joint, man.
I
So
appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna send my shout outs. Shout out to Ruakaba Lounge. Check us out online or either on College Road. We do open mics every Friday. Designed to a T, my man John Shidberry. Shout out to John for your t-shirt needs or your printing needs, any of that. Shout out to my man Lee Hustle, Pure Pain Mafia.
Bro, what's up, boy?
Hey, shout out to my man Alan Murphy Insurance. Shout out to my brother Kari on Plush Villa Entertainment for all of your entertainment needs, whether it's a cookout, whether it's a wedding, bro got you covered. At your service, my cousin Desi, cut your grass. It's about to be like that. Get your grass cut. Don't be out here looking goofy. If I missed you, yo, I don't never talk about teaching business, bro. He probably gonna kick my ass.
Bob, what's up, boy?
I love you, bro.
What's up, boy?
Matter of fact, you need to come sit down and talk to me, man. We're just gonna have a conversation, bro, cause this gonna be crazy. Anywho, yo, what's the last video, Tarence? In the city, who you wanna hear, man?
We already did quote, right?
Yeah.
We got no Major League up there, dude.
Man, Major
What
League.
about play some of your stuff, homie?
I'll do one of my joints.
Yeah.
That's what's
So
up.
your joint, homie.
We gonna get into it, man. Love y'all. No Signals TV. Y'all already.
Cool shit. Hey, let me hear that shit. Don't knock on my bed. Let's go. I miss my shit. Oh damn, I'm still on. I can't hear myself. Fuck it. My motivation is the day as I roll up to the cool. Keep my eye upon the prize and control of what I do. If a nigga felt the vibe, then it probably fell through. Every dream I worked for, shit, it probably came true. But I flew through instinct, void most emotion. Jose with champagne, I'm throwing back this potion. Beach niggas speak cool shit, we grew up by the ocean. Ride around the city with that good reefer smoking. Arm out the window, feeling like the king. Felt the money in rotation like an Instagram meme. But it's nothing but the fam, DBP, we be the team. Riverside mofo, know I mean, it's so official. And we probably be smoking, but don't know where we're going, but we know that we're going A. And they always hate our color, but never can kill our soul, so they shooting us in broad day. So we pray up to the sky to smoke and drink and get high and hope the shit'll go away. But we don't know where we're going. As long as we're going, we gon' keep on fucking going till we go. Change is still it's TUT. Let the beat bang, Sean gon' let it breathe. Living off in the A and still ripping the P. Nigga is talking crazy, ain't talking to me. Never played it foul when I ran off on them streets. So my face is good when I walk amongst my peeps. Always came home, nobody ran me away. Even when I'm abroad, can still touch where you stay. Name been certified, never an intermediate. Goals are set high, always overseas. Success on slow grind, never came in immediate. Lot of homies have died, never gon' get to see the shit. And we'll probably be smoking, but don't know where we're going, but we know that we're going A. And they always hate our color, but never can kill our soul, so they shooting us in broad day. So we pray up to the sky to smoke and drink and get high and hope the shit'll go away. But we don't know where we're going. As long as we're going, we gon' keep on fucking going till we.
I never had no fried ribs. Who you know fried ribs?
I ain't even wanna look at that shit anymore.
Huh?
I don't even look at that shit anymore.
It look good as hell.
I know you from the country when you fry your ribs.
Fried rib.
Yeah, fried ribs. Awesome.
Awesome.